Let me give you an interesting story from our times. Marhum Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad-Kadhim Qazwini, rahimahullah, known for his famous book, Fatima Zahra min al-Mahdi ila al-Lahad. So the Zahra's biography, from the day of her birth until the day she enters the hereafter, to her grave. His son narrates that one day he was arrested by the Ba'athist regime, by the police of Saddam. They arrested him from Karbala and they were to take him to Najaf. But in the way, when they arrested him, they put him in the back of the car. He says that the car diverted off and entered the desert. And I thought, this is not towards Najaf and this isn't towards Baghdad. So where are they taking me? Until they reached far out where there was nobody. Desert, pure isolation, nobody there. They stopped the car, they opened the boot, they brought out spades and tools and they started to dig a grave. So I said, they're going to kill me and they're going to bury me here in the desert. Nobody will know, no ghusl, kafan, no, just dafan, nobody will know me. He says, my father, Marhum Sayyid Muhammad-Kadhim, he says, I made a vow. He became mutawassil with Sayyid Zahra. And he says, Ya Sayyidati wa Maulati. Oh my lady, they're going to kill me. But if you grant me life and if I live, I promise to write a book on your life. From the first day of your life until your last day. I promise to spend the rest of my life dedicated to the research, tahqiq on the life of Sayyida Fatima. Yes? He says, I was sitting in the back of the car making wasila to Sayyida Zahra. And as soon as I had made that dua, they get a call. They say, change of plans, take him to the prison of Baghdad. Subhanallah. That one wasila to Sayyida Zahra. Change of plan, don't kill him. Take him to the prison of Baghdad. Put him there. 3-4 months he spent there. His son says when he was released, he came out and he started to write a book on Lady Fatima. And he made a wasiyah to his son. He says, when I die, you take this book and you place it into my qabr, into my grave. And I will present this to Sayyida Fatima. So that she will make intercession shafa'ah for me in qabr and in barzakh. He was buried in Qum. And after the fall of Saddam, according to his wasiyah, they were to dig him and they would bring him back to Karbala. 17 years later, 17 years, when they were, they were increasing the sahan, the haram of Sayyidah Ma'suma, salamullahi alayha. They dug the grave and they said, now is a good time to move him to Karbala. So when they dug the grave, his son says, when we lifted the stones, we saw that the kafan was in the same condition as it was 17 years ago. Allahu Akbar. And he says, what struck us even more is when we lifted his body, we found the book intact. A paper, 17, paper doesn't survive that long. 17 years later, and the book of Sayyida Fatima was intact. 17 years later. This is amongst the karamat, mu'ajazat and barakat of Sayyida Fatima Zahra, salawatullahi alayha.